Hey guys, Fuzzy here. Welcome back to Contradiction. We are back with Emma. You know, she is one chronic liar. Lie after lie. And we are about to have another contradiction here. Hold on. Okay, what is it again? Kate wanted to blackmail Ryan over his affair. Tried to persuade Kate not to blackmail Ryan. Has never met Ryan. Okay, so has never met Ryan. Even though she went to the class once. That's what she said. Yep, only went once to Atlas. And has never met Ryan. Well, no? Oh, sure, that was the one. Okay, let's try this one. Has never met Ryan and went to an Atlas seminar with Simon. Aha, that's the one.
You said you went to an Atlas meeting with Simon?
Yes.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas. But you say you never met him. Why did you say you don't know him?
Again.
Okay, I need to tell you something. I just need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I won't be telling Simon anything he doesn't have to hear.
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
Go on.
Okay, so the affair that happened was between Ryan and I.
I knew it.
I was having the affair.
Yes.
And Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
No, she didn't care about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn her back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I... You know, and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up and it would have just been a big mess.
And so you just argued and... what?
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I promise.
Your promise means nothing. So, a new hour,
7 o'clock.
PM.
So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
Oh, that means we are going to the Atlas building now. Yeah, it's time to meet Ryan and his father. Alright. Huh? Wait, I can actually pull up the map and choose the location like that? Oh, I didn't know. Wow. Okay, let's go the normal way. Yeah, it's getting darker now. 7 PM. Alright, here we are. I suppose the Atlas meeting is starting. Go into the atrium, yes. Try the door on the right? Is there a meeting here or not? Nope. No one is here. Alright, let's knock on the other door then. Ryan.
Ryan!
Yes?
Detective Inspector Jenks, I'm conducting an investigation in the area. Wouldn't mind asking you a few questions, is that alright?
Come in, Inspector.
Thank you.
Yeah, just storm right in. He doesn't like it.
Drink, Inspector.
I'd better not, eh?
So you wanted to speak to me?
I believe that Kate Vine was a student at Atlas.
Kate Vine? Well, yes, she was. All of this has been thoroughly investigated, Inspector. It was suicide.
Well, we have reason to believe there may be rather more to it than that.
Really?
Yes.
Well, then, in that case, I'd be prepared to assist in any way possible.
Thank you.
Oh, I hope so. Alright, we have lots and lots of topics to cover. So let's get right to it. Start from the beginning. Kate Vine.
I believe the last time you saw Kate Vine was at the pub last Friday, then you came straight back with some of the students, is that right?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day, and benefits of being married to the landlady.
How did she seem that night?
The landlady?
Kate.
Oh, Kate. Well, she was her usual self, drunk.
That was usual.
It was for her, yes. I mean, it didn't impair her ability, though. She was a very bright star, lots of potential, very enthusiastic.
So she seemed to be enjoying the course?
Well, as far as anybody could tell, yes.
When did you first meet her?
When she joined, about 3 months ago.
And you hadn't met her before then?
No.
So you didn't suspect there was anything wrong?
Well, do you mean, did I expect her to drown herself? Of course I didn't inspect her. It was quite a shock. Nobody expected that.
Wow. Lots of statements. Anyway, let's keep going. Her license.
Have you seen this before?
Not that I recall.
You don't know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No, I've never seen it before, sorry.
Bicycle.
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
I think Simon also drives, but isn't sure. That is something new. Homebrew.
Have you tried Simon's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew? No, I haven't had the pleasure, sorry.
So he knows nothing about it. Now, the Freedom Pendant.
Know what this is?
Yes, it's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol that we use on the course. It's supposed to represent freedom from the chains of your ancestry.
Have you ever bought one of these?
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them.
So it's a symbol you use in the course, huh? Bird in the cage. Interesting.
What do you know about the broken window at the back of the pub?
Oh, Rebecca told me about it. I don't know how it got smashed, though. I told her to tape over it. We can't have anybody cutting themselves. You have to be very health and safety conscious these days.
Yes, we know she was the one who taped over it. That tape, the colorful dotted tape. Frames, black mirrors.
Have you seen one of these before?
I believe that looks like a scrying mirror to me.
You have seen one before?
Well, I used to have one myself, actually, along with lots of other bits and pieces of that nature. Silly things, you know.
Really?
Yes, when I was in my teenage years, I had quite an obsession with that kind of thing. I was a very somber child, and well, not that you could tell, always playing fantasy games, reading books about that kind of malarkey, you know.
What sort of books did you read?
Well, books on black magic, not the chocolates, witchcraft, satanic rituals,
Really?
that kind of thing. I grew out of it, of course.
But you're not into that sort of thing now.
Of course I'm not. I mean, I don't need to believe in the supernatural, Inspector. The natural world is far more interesting. Don't you think so?
Reading those kind of things, those kind of topics, is a bit unusual for a kid growing up. Alright, the argument.
Do you know anything about an argument in the pub last Friday?
What time?
I believe it wasn't long after the pub opened.
No. I usually leave for the manor house about 6. I start preparations around 6:30. I like to get a head start.
I think the time is important here. Alright, what about the mask? The mask you guys use in class.
Can you tell me about this?
Haven't seen that for a while.
Really?
We had a friend who used to make them for us for the course. He passed away last year.
What does the symbol mean?
It's borrowed from paganism. It's the symbol of the triple goddess. The mother, maiden, and crone, represented by the waxing and waning of the moon. It's an ancient symbol. It predates Christianity. Some people say that it dates back to Paleolithic times.
And is that relevant to the course?
Well, no. I mean, it's a symbol we dabbled with, but it's not particularly relevant. We don't use it on the course, no.
Really? And I thought you guys used this mask regularly in class. Huh. And now the poster.
Tell me about this.
It's the first one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks.
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole it.
Supposedly designed by an agency. Was the first poster by Atlas. Atlas' name picked randomly. The mask made by a friend who died last year. So symbol on the mask represent the triple goddess. Symbol not used on the course. The symbol could be important. I probably need to find another reference on this. Now the argument. Yeah, time. Let's go back to the time. I remember hearing Emma say something about 5:30. So I guess that was when the argument took place. And the Black Mirror. Used to have Black Mirror himself. Used to read about black magic and satanic rituals. Doesn't believe in anything supernatural now. Black magic and satanic rituals. Broken window. Knows about the window but not how it got broken. Told Rebecca to tape over it to prevent injury. The statements matched up. Has never bought a freedom necklace, and he has seen students wearing them. You know, the bird is actually outside the cage. I think it has found its freedom. It has escaped. Okay, homebrew. Hasn't tried Simon's homebrew yet. So bicycle. I think Simon also drives, but isn't sure. So never seen the license before. Doesn't know if Kate had lost the license. Last saw Kate at Atlas meeting last Friday, so this is after the argument outside the pub. Kate was drunk at the meeting last Friday, as usual. First met Kate 3 months ago at Atlas. Said Kate enjoyed the course and appeared happy. There's gotta be a reason why she was drunk every single time. And emotional problems should be at the top of the list, I think. I'm not finding any contradiction in his testimony yet, so I think we should get going. We'll come back to this.